Hello everyone and welcome to the presentation of our research proposal, which is entitled The Quality Evaluation of Blue Cookies Produced by Blue Pea Flowers, also called as the C. Ternatea. You are joined by me, Jacob Prof. A. Bukton, and the members consist of our group leader, Vin Anthony Lau, me, Izer Emmanuel C. Pacifico, Gian Gabriel Contreras, and Clarence Salas. Now, let's go on to the research objectives, which it aims to evaluate the quality of the C. Ternatea cookies. It will determine the manufacturing potentials of the product, and it will also determine the nutritional properties present within the blue ternate cookies. Now, for some research background, the Clitoria ternatea, or as I said, the C. ternatea, it can be also called the butterfly pea, Asian pigeon wings, bluebell vine, the blue pea, or the Kordofan pea or Darwin pea. It is located somewhere in the Indian subcontinent and most Southeast Asian countries, which includes, of course, the Philippines. It is widely used as medicinal, ornamental, and is a very natural food colorant. And as a very good food colorant, it will, as it says, color your food artificially, which it will turn into blue, as the name suggests, a blue ternatea, the Clitoria ternatea, which is not its only use. It can also be used to treat a lot of diseases like indigestion, constipation, arthritis. Even sometimes it's used as an eye ailment. Now, the popularity of C. ternatea and its potential culinary application is very evident, making it commonly used plant in cooking, and has various medicinal properties in different parts. The essential various parts of the C. ternatea are used to treat health issues, which I said earlier, the indigestions, constipations, arthritis, all this other stuff. It can even cure some skin diseases, some liver problems. And on the other hand, the study focuses on the flowers of the C. ternatea. Now, the medical part of the C. ternatea was focused on its leaves and its other parts, but the flower is used for its product potential, which what we used on our experiment. We put it in the cookies, but more on that later. It has been widely used in various applications. It can even be used in preserving ready-to-eat foods. It has also been used in multiple beverages, which is why when you see some beverages that are colored blue, sometimes you can take a good guess and be right most of the time that it has been used, that C. ternatea has been used inside of it, and with a lot, it's just combined with other flavors. Nevertheless, its usage to cookie production have remained understudied. That's why we had a very hard time studying this. We've been studying this for months, and we just have no background on what we have to do now. Some things that you might not know about the C. ternatea flowers is that when you add any liquid, depending on the acidity, it will change its color. Now, it will not change to a certain color. It will turn anywhere from blue to violet, but the difference is that the intensity, the more acidic that the substance is, the darker the color of the C. ternatea is. That's why when you see a violet or purple C. ternatea, it has been mixed or submerged, or has become wet because of a very acidic, highly acidic liquid. Now, what we wanted to try in this research of ours is what would happen if we put the C. ternatea into the cookies, which we haven't seen a lot. We've seen like one or two people make it, but we didn't get what we expected. That's why we chose to do this. We went directly into it, which I admit is not the perfect research, but it is we put everything we had into this research, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Now, onto the scope and limitations. Of course, it's always going to be the scope and limitations that's going to give us a very hard time, because it limits our actions. The first limitation is the study focused on the production of blue cookies through using C. Ternatea. Now, Cookies are very easy to do if you have enough experience. And right now, cookies, in hindsight, is quite simple to do. You just need a little baking experience and some ingredients that can be found in the groceries. But adding the blue Ternatea to the mix proved to be was very challenging. It was there was an abundance of seed Ternatea flowers, and we simply couldn't buy them in the store, which we had to ask different neighbors, different people. Every time we see someone with a blue Ternatea in their front yard, we have to ask them for permission. And the next one is the multi-laboratory analysis and extraction processes were done on the flower before making it into the said product. Now, the main problem is that the C Ternatea or the blue Ternatea is that you just can't put the flower into the ingredients and call it a day. It's actually very hard, so that you can extract the liquid from the blue Ternatea so that you will have the liquid that turns anything into blue or anything into just to extract the liquid proved to be very challenging. And in terms of type of flower gathered, the researchers gathered C Ternatea flowers in the Laurusins, although we did go get some from some neighbors. Most of it was from C Ternatea from the Lao residents, from our group leader, which is Lao, in Magsaysay Avenue, Baybay City, Leyte, which proved to be very hard since it just doesn't grow in one day. And as I said before, you just can't simply buy blue Ternatea or C Ternatea flowers from the market. Now, next is the time and place of the study. This study was conducted within the VSU campus from February to April 2021. And here are the materials and methods. First, we will go through the methods, which is blue ternate flower extraction. It's just simply boiling the flower and separating its nutritional properties from the flower. Next, the methods of baking cookies that we used were very basic methods of baking, which is the creaming method, rubbing in method, melting method, and the whisking method. Of course, this includes the previous extraction of the blue ternate substance. And of course, the last one is the survey method, which means we just created an evaluation survey on how the blue ternate cookies turned out, if it was good, the surface was great. Personally, I think the way that the blue ternate cookies is color blue to a color violet, it was not very appetizing, but it didn't really take the taste out of the cookies, which is a very great thing. But we'll see if it's actually great according to the survey. And here are the materials that we use: quality cookie sheets, silicone baking mats, some cookie scoops, cooling rack, stand mixer, quality measuring cups, rolling pins, sturdy cookie cutters, rubber spatulas, cookie carrier, a printer, and a computer to print out, of course, the surveys, and of course putting this PowerPoint into place, which I am of course basing off my presentation right now. And of course, just some very generic baking stuff, and let's go on to the references. Now, if you want to read the references, you can pause the video right now. And thank you everyone for listening to this presentation. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it just as much as making this whole experiment. And that will be it. Thank you everyone for listening, and I will see you next time.